Today, Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. Shout out to 520 Jeff Teague podcast, 520. Um, Today's rant or VON is brought to you by the government of the United States and them just lying and lying, whatever. You know what? There are lies like, you have a job, you're press secretary, and you say, well, the president is great. I mean, he's the best president ever, and I'm just a spokesperson. I have to say that. Then you're part of the party, and you know it's a stupid move. So to keep your job, you have to say that, and I understand it. I totally understand a little bit about political game, but when you say stuff like it's out of pocket, it's disgusting what you wrote. Um, it's misinformation and facts that the president is doing okay. He's as sharp as ever. And you said it for 4 years, and then you throw him out of the presidential race when he's the president of our country, and you force him off, and you on all these parties he goes off wandering. No one knows what the flip he went. And we're saying like, yo, he looks like he's older. And I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna get there one day, and nor will like the guy listening go, you're gonna get there one day. Yeah, but we're gonna understand that the person is different than the person was once upon a time. And then when we said it actually before the election. I think not we, a lot of people of us said it. And then during his presidency, right away they said, nah, he's as sharp as he was when he was 60, 70 years old. And it's like, really? Like, what kind of idiot is that? And then someone wrote, a former doctor of Obama wrote it. And then Obama threatened him basically, like literally, like with an email, said it was out of pocket and disgusting what you said. And you don't do that again, like it was a threat. And it's pretty scary. And then every time he's on the stage, his wife is taking him out. And then he speaks at all these events after his presidency, and he looks even worse. And then, what do we find out? We find out that he has stage 4 prostate cancer. That's the reports. And even he put out a message on video with his wife. Why? Because can he handle a video by himself, or he needs assistance all the time? Which is nothing wrong if you need assistance. It's just that's what it is. And we can't sit there and we have a president and we say, come on, who's running this country? We voted for this guy as a nation, and say, hold on a minute. This guy cannot run. So what's going on? Tell us. They go, nah, he's the best ever. He's like as fresh as he was when he started politics. And it's like, what are we doing here? What are we flipping doing? And so that's my thing. It's like you lied to us all these flipping years, and then you said he was great, and then you threw him out of because he wasn't cognitive enough. And it was before that when everyone saw that. Everyone with common sense saw he wasn't cognitive. And then you said, he was great. He was just whatever. And then we found out he has prostate cancer. And by the way, I didn't like any of his policies. I'll be honest with you. I liked probably 0 of his policies. Let's be real. Like 0. And you can say, oh, what a thing here, a thing there. Like Russia sanctions, yeah, pretty good. But that was the one thing. Okay, I'll give him that. I mean, he was hard on Russian sanctions. But then he didn't make the other countries not buy oil from Russia. So he wasn't really good. And he didn't handle anything well. Wars just kept going and going and going. And there was no end in sight. And there's no end in these wars, even now, that people said they could run amok on this dude. And they did. But, again, with his policies being bad, I don't wish for anybody to have prostate or the day of judgment will come. Because at the end of the day, we're all our time's gonna come up, no matter who you are. Me, the guy, the Bob on the Brooklyn Bridge, Tony in China. Is there a Tony in China? I don't know. But that day's going to come where it's going to be it. It's it. And someone's unfortunately going to be happy in this world that you're gone. Or, to tell you the truth, if there are very few people happy in this world, you might have done something right because you're famous. If thousands of people are happy that you're not here anymore, you're probably big. You're probably a big name. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, you're condemning like war criminals like Hitler, and you're gonna say, well, when he died, everybody was happy. So you're trying to say that he did a good job? No, I did not say that. Don't do that. I know you guys. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. I know how you guys work. You guys like to twist things when you say stuff like this. So I'm not gonna say that. But he did serve in the United States government for 50 years actually in total. And he signed off some good bills and he signed off some non-good bills that a lot of people would agree or disagree with what he did. The point is, I don't wish upon him today that he's not going to be here anymore. But statistically speaking, because I could not be here tomorrow, and the young little kid, unfortunately, could not be here tomorrow. But statistically speaking, he's going to be leaving this earth before many of us watching this. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope he lives forever, and I hope everyone lives forever. But that's not how it works. I'm just saying this. I don't hope for it, but the thing is, we were saying this the whole time. When we were saying this the whole time, what the flip is wrong with you? It took 4 years to say he's doing the best. He's like, I mean, he knows the difference between like the little flavor of chocolate and vanilla. No, he doesn't. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know it anymore. And it's just sad. It's just very sad. And like, there's a story that was out when he met the Vatican. Rest in peace, Pope Francisco. No, it was a Pope Francisco. I think so. That just passed away about a couple of months ago, maybe less than a month ago, but a short time ago, where he met him, and there were rumors that he had to leave the meeting early, and found out that he had to go to the bathroom. He went to the bathroom in the office of the Pope. That's what the rumors were, and obviously they buried this story. And obviously, I'm not gonna say it's a fact because I don't know. It's alleged that I'm like accusing. I don't know that something was going on. Like this was going on before. Where I'm thinking like, did people have to go to the bathroom with him when he was the president of the United States? Like, he's the president. He has to have cognitive head. He has to be able to be, like, in the meetings and, like, answer the questions left and right very fast. And you're going to say, well, they lied about the Reagan days. And they did. They really did at the end. And then he passed away shortly after. But at the same time, it's like, right now, everybody was calling him out. The regular person was calling him out. And you guys said misinformation. The misinformation was all the government. And this is the problem. Like, you could lie and say someone's doing a good job when they're not. But when you lie and say that everybody's doing well and they're having doctors at them left and right, and I don't think he had prostate cancer yesterday. Not yesterday, but over the weekend. I don't think it was found out before. I think they waited a couple months after presidency to announce it. But like, he had doctors attending him all the time because he's the president and he could afford it, number one. And number two, he's the president. Of course, he's going to have doctors coming to his aid all the time. And we're sitting here and you lied to us and said he's doing great. He was never doing great when he went into office. Does he even know? I mean, I guess he knew he was president, but he didn't know what was going on in the world. He wasn't as sharp as ever. I might understand political leaders around the world. I might understand that because they need favors from the United States and they can't say he's doing bad. But our leaders and our people running the government, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You have to be like, what is the health of the president? He can't run anymore? Okay, but what is his mind like? Oh, he's as sharp as ever. You sure? You sure he's there? Because we got to know. We got to know if he's cognitive enough. If he's cognitive enough to say the craziest crap, or he knows he's saying the craziest crap, like the one we have right now. He just says things out. At least we know he says things out, and he talks to the media. Or the other one just goes, doesn't know what he just said. He doesn't know what he just said. And we're going to sit here and we're going to say to us, and you're going to tell us that he's doing great. Idiots, crabheads, all of you. And you know what? And they're going to continue, unfortunately, for the rest of my life and for the rest of eternity. Obviously, they're going to lie, but they're going to say, they're doing great. They're doing great. Ridiculous. Especially people who like democracy we voted for. I get it, the kings, the kings, gay, but because their family runs the thing, and you don't have a choice. But officially, okay, allegedly, we have a choice who the president is. And you lied and said the guy who we chose is doing well, and he was never doing well.